Hey guys, welcome back to the final Infinity Train discussion video, at least for now, which we will get into a little later on. I guess it's pretty obvious now, but today we're going to be discussing the final two episodes of Infinity Train, which is the past car and then the engine. And let me just say, even if Infinity Train didn't end up getting renewed and getting more episodes in the end, this would have been a great finale. A little rushed, like all cartoon finales, but it was so good. It was so good. It was so good. Oh my god. Just okay. So I guess we should start out with the first episode, the past car, and I guess it kind of had the same problem for me. I should probably stop stuttering, huh? Let me breathe. Okay, so if the last two episodes of Infinity Train had the same problem, for me at least, as the last two episodes of Over the Garden Wall, where they just kind of shoved the last like conflict in the last two episodes without any kind of proper build-up. But at the same time, the execution in these two episodes were pretty great. The past car was pretty much just 11 minutes of exposition for the conductor, who turns out to be a girl named Amelia, whose husband died after living a long life with her. I believe it was right before they got married too, and that's pretty sad. And she's basically in the same situation as Tulip, and instead of like growing as a person, she basically hijacked the original conductor's position on the Infinity Train, and basically just started making a bunch of train cars and hoping to get to make a car that's like exactly how her life, except it has her old husband in it. So I thought that was a pretty nice twist, that the conductor is human, and it's actually what Tulip's going through, except if she didn't grow as a person. I thought that was a nice twist. And speaking of growing, and speaking of Tulip, her number reaches 0, and we finally confirm that the numbers just mean growing as a person. It goes down as you grow as a person. We even see the number go up because Tulip is just about to give up because she thinks Atticus is dead. But it turns out that the cat is still alive, and her name is literally just the cat, and that she basically takes Tulip through the conductor's tape, Amelia's tape, and then her number goes down to 0, and her exit's there. She can go home anytime she wants, but she chooses not, and she chooses to help save Atticus. Turns out Atticus can be reversed, and so the final episode is basically just one big fight, and it was a pretty good fight too, a lot of emotions. But it had the same problem a lot of cartoon finales had, but it was still epic. It felt a lot rushed. I feel like it would have benefited from probably like one more episode, or maybe the finale would have been a half hour. But then again, who cares, I guess? Because a lot was revealed in the last two episodes, especially compared to the string of like reveals we got throughout the rest of the series. It just felt like we got nuked in the last two episodes in terms of knowledge. It was a little overwhelming. It kind of did take away from it, and especially now that we know that it's not the series finale and that Infinity Train is coming back eventually. I guess it's weird. It's weird, but the Infinity Train finale revealed a lot. It turns out 1-1 was actually the conductor the whole time, and his mom was the hole he was supposed to be placed in. And so when Amelia and Tulip confront each other, they have like this big fight. Tulip gets like the gun that Amelia shot Atticus with, and she like reverses it with a Corgi orb, and then when she shoots Atticus's like corpse bug thing, she basically turns him back into Atticus, of course. And there's like the whole redeem the villain thing, and they redeemed the villain, and and Tulip leaves, but Amelia is kind of stuck there because she has numbers so big that it just runs across her body. She's like in the quintillions in terms of numbers. She's stuck there forever. And it turns out that at the beginning of the series, when Tulip saw that one person die, it turns out he wasn't dead, he was just leaving. And that's just how the exits work. And so there's like a really quick, I mean like 30 seconds emotional goodbye with Atticus in 1-1. And like I said, it probably could have benefited from like a longer runtime or something. And it's sad, but Tulip ends up going home, and 7 months later, she's sporting a new jacket. It kind of looks like my new jacket, and she's made amends with her parents. Her parents aren't back together, and Tulip just learned to accept that, and she finally gets to go to game design camp 7 months later. And that is the end of the series. At least it would be, because at the very end, 1-1 appears on the screen, and he just says, "We'll be back," and then Infinity Train will return. And so, that is Infinity Train, and I can already tell you, 10 episodes in, this is definitely one of, if not the greatest cartoons of all time. 'Cause, wow. That was something. Just the entirety of Infinity Train was just one wild ride, pun intended. From the pilot to the first episode all the way to now, it was just so good. And I know I've said it in every video covering this show, but I am so glad Infinity Train was just able to maintain the quality from the first episode and the pilot just all throughout the series, even if the finale was rushed, even if, well, I guess it's season finale, huh? Even if, like, the third to last episode literally had no impact on the plot, it was all still so good. And I cannot wait for Infinity Train to come back. And there needs to be a lot more shows like this. So, I guess that's what I got. Atticus is still best dog. We didn't really get resolution for the characters, in fact. I thought they'd do what Over the Garden Wall did, and we just, like, get a montage of what the characters are doing now. But I guess since it's not the series finale, I guess they really didn't have to do it. Since we know Infinity Train is coming back soon, maybe they'll make it like a yearly thing. I don't know. Maybe the next season will have someone completely different other than Tulip. Maybe it'll be like Doctor Who, and I'm trying to think of this other show. But I don't know what this other show is. It's on like the top of my head. But anyway, maybe it will be like Doctor Who, where they literally just have a new protagonist every season, and that's gonna be pretty cool. Tulip's story has concluded, and I feel like that it would be pretty nice if it had another protagonist next season. But if Tulip came back, I would be completely fine with that. Maybe, I don't know. But I can't wait for Infinity Train to come back. This is definitely one of my favorites of all time, and that's all I got. So, what did you think about Infinity Train's finale, and what did you think about Infinity Train as a whole? Tell me in the comments below. We are almost at 1,000 subscribers, so if you want to help us reach that milestone, be sure to subscribe. And I guess we're gonna make this a thing now, where I just sit down and talk about some cartoon episodes I got. The next we're returning to weekly videos until like something comes up or something. I guess summer's almost over, so I got to do the obligatory summer wrap-up video. And there's a bunch of specials coming out soon, so be tuned for that. The next video will be an OKKO Let's Be Heroes review. So that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, take care.